It's been an interesting journey. However, the road is not as smooth. It's kind of bumpy, but we keep juggling. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Oyoyo's World. And on today's video, I'll be talking what it feels like to be a Nigerian mom in the US. If this topic interests you, stay tuned and don't go anywhere. And I do thank you for watching my video today. And if you're yet to subscribe to my channel, come on guys, subscribe, let's be family. And also turn on your notification bell to receive my videos whenever I post them. I do thank all of you. You guys are amazing, my old subscribers. Thank you for always coming back to watch my video. I really appreciate each and every one of you, and you guys keep me going. Thank you guys. So stay tuned for the details of, let me just say, a fragment of what it feels like being a mom here. So guys, being a mom, as you all know, I'm a mother of two amazing, adorable little girls. And being an interesting journey. However, the road is not as smooth. It's kind of bumpy, but we keep juggling. So I'm going to start from the time you're about to start work after having a child. So if you're about to start, well, let's say you took a 3 months leave, which is the maternity leave, 3 months, and then you're about to start work. So you're first of all going to think about who you're going to leave your baby with before you start work. And if you're lucky enough to have your parents or your parents-in-law stay with you, or your aunties or relatives, count yourself blessed. Whereby you're not fortunate enough to have that, you're going to start looking for the service of nannies, daycares, and whatever works for you. So I'm going to tell you from my own perspective how it was for me. So when my daughter started school, the school time for preschool is 2 hours and 45 minutes a day. So imagine if you're a full-time, career woman, and you have to drop off your child for 2 hours 45 minutes, you're done for the day. That's not achievable. So definitely I would say you will not be working. Okay, so I remember what it was, and I got a nanny, and my nanny lives like 19 minutes drive from my home, and my walk from my home is about 15 minutes drive to work. So my nanny lives opposite direction to my workplace, so I'm in between. So what I would do first of all is to drive all the way 19 minutes drive to my nanny's place to drop my baby, plus another 15 minutes to get to work. So what most parents do here in the US is that they do preschool in the sense that before the school starts, some schools accommodate dropping off the kids as early as 6:30 in the morning. They will watch over the kids until school starts, some as early as 7. So whichever works for you. But I would say I was fortunate enough because I didn't just start work right after having kids. I stayed at least 1 year and 4 months before going right back to work. So it's kind of very challenging, but we juggle them. And before you know it, the kids, gets to a reasonable age of you having a stable life. And for some people, if you're not fortunate to have your parents come, so your husband will become the next parent. Okay, some people, if they are going to start work after 1 month, some after 6 weeks, some after 3 months, depending on what is applicable in your place of employment. So it's either your husband takes over the kids, because they're too little. For me, I couldn't imagine dropping my child as early as 1 month, 2 months, 3 months to someone to take care of. It was very heartbreaking. So I decided not to. I had to stay home until they're able to go to daycare, until they're able to have go to school. So, and that's one of the things. So it's a very challenging thing for us here, especially when you don't have relatives to babysit for you, when you don't have a living nanny to watch your kids. It's very, very challenging work. So guys, yeah, America is interesting. It's an amazing place to live, amazing country, the land of the free and the brave, everything in between. I tell you, the struggle is real. So secondly, we are going to talk about when you now decide to okay, your child is 4 years old and now ready for school. So once the child is 4 years old, he's ready for preschool. And preschool, like I said before, is 2 hours and 45 minutes. So you really have to do your math right. It's either you enroll the child to maybe a Catholic school, a private school that can accommodate more hours, so that you can be able to like get back to work and do other things with your life and also attend to the kids. So they were able to like take them earlier if you want to, but it doesn't come free, okay? If you're bringing your child earlier, you're going to pay additional money for the early drop. And if they're going to stay after school, you're paying additional money for after school, exclusive of what? The tuition. So what am I saying here? I'm talking about the struggle we go through. So I start work at 9:30. I have a child that will get to school at 9 a.m. I have another one at 8:20. So I will drive all the way from home. The first kid goes to school, all the way to the second school, and all the way back to work. And then, how about picking them up, guys? Our husbands are so wonderful, if I will say, because it's between you and them. You don't have any other person to call. Your parents are not close by, no relative to help you. So it's either you do that or your husband picks them up. So, and then how do we manage with school activities? Another thing. So in the US, especially my state, you are allowed to take off from work to attend your kids' activities, whether soccer, basketball, swimming, piano, anything, concert. You're allowed to pack your things and go to attend to your kids' school program. But guess what, guys? It's not free. If you decide to take 3 hours, you're not gonna get paid for that 3 hours. You heard me right. So, so you can't just say, okay, I have a program at my child's school and I'm off. And you have to show a documentation showing that you do have program at school. But you can take a whole day, okay? Nobody's gonna tell you not to, but just know that you're not going to get paid for that whole day. Interesting, right? Yeah, you and your husband, you have to find a way to wiggle through until the kids are at least 6 years old. Once they're 6 years old, you now know, yeah, things are beginning to change. Even the child has grown a little bit, can be able to clean himself or herself, and it gets easier. Okay, one thing I didn't mention here is before they can even take your kid in school, let's say some schools start at 33 months. So your child is 33 months, the child must be potty trained. You heard me right, potty trained. So the child must know when to say, I want to use the bathroom to pee, or I want to use the bathroom to do number 2. Yeah, the child must be potty trained before schools will take the child in. So that's what you need to bear in mind. And then if the child happens to have accidents at school, they will put a note in the child's bag that your daughter or your son has an accident in school. And then that's why you usually pack their bags with extra clothes, changing of clothes. You'll be asking what is an accident in school. Yeah, accident in US, when a kid has an accident, means the child either peed on himself or peed on herself. So that's accident in school. Then when your child is now 6+, I'm going back to when the child is 6. So the child now starts school like say 8:20 or 8:15, depending on your bus stop. And then they will be off from school at 3:30. Guys, at 3:30 you're still at work, right? So what do? So it's either you and your spouse, like I said, work things out to be able to juggle the life and the stress that comes with it. That's basically what is advisable. So the after school program will keep them at school. Not really at school, okay? There is another facility they use for after school program. So they will move your kids from school to the after school program, and that will keep them at school till 5 p.m. or till 6 p.m. And guess what, guys? If you come late, $5 per minute. So if you keep adding it, $10. If you're 30 minutes late, good luck to you. So here, time is so precious, I tell you. Time is so precious that you have to keep to time. Everything is done timely. If they tell you your kids should be in school at 3 p.m., make sure the kids are in school at 3 p.m. If they're gonna close at 4 p.m., definitely it's going to be 4 p.m. And how do we juggle other activities? Remember, you're a career mom, you have a job, you have kids to take care of, you don't have a nanny, you don't have a help, and the kids also have other activities they participate in. So what I did for me, weekends, because I don't work weekends. So piano lessons must be Saturdays, swimming must be Saturdays, any other thing must be Saturdays. So it's fun, but it's not fun, okay? If you have someone that could help you watch them at home, that's the best that could happen to anybody. Both the kids, the mother, the father, everybody will be happy, okay? But whereby you don't, you just have to find out what works for you and what works for your spouse and what works for the kids. So guys, I hope I've been able to communicate one or two things here. I'm just trying to explain what it is for us here in the US, especially those without nannies or those without relatives. So the life of a mom in the US is not an easy one, but you want every inch of it, because you know what? You know everything that happened to your kid. You know everything. Especially when you bond with them, you get to know everything. No nanny is gonna do anything for you, from giving them a bath, feeding them, taking care of them, washing their clothes, cleaning your house, mopping the floor, cooking, and doing everything in between, going to work. Yeah, you get to know your kids, and also participating in their school activities. That one is pure joy. When I mean pure joy, it's pure joy. Those are the things that you can't send someone to do for you. And I really thank God for the privilege of experiencing every bit of it. I really thank God for that. So guys, I'm gonna continue this conversation. If you have enjoyed this vlog up until this time, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the post notification bell to receive my videos whenever I load them. And I do thank you for watching my video, and also share me out to your contacts, to your community page if you're a content creator. And I do thank you. I do thank all of you. Thank you guys.